I believe.
Just let me know when you're spectating.
Yeah. Downloading.
Yeah, just very slow, but it has to be this between. That's for you.
Spectate. I'm loading onto it now, just 1 second. Right, then I'm going to share the stream chat.
Yep. Right, you're spectating, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can join the playlist and it'll swap me in with you.
When I was lazy to send an invite again.
I'm back.
Right, then, where's YouTube? This one.
Yeah, his best lap was a 1 minute 40.6, and the second fastest lap was me with a 1:45.
Fucking hell, 5 seconds.
And honestly, I genuinely don't think I could go much faster. Maybe a second.
Yeah, he's definitely.
He's top 3.
Yeah, elite.
Copy. Sorry to the one person that has just tuned in. I'm just copying the thing into our chat so people know.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, nice.
Can't make the skip, I've got to go out the normal way.
Yep, you have to do it.
No, I've missed that as well. Oh my god, I hate spinners so much. I went pulled down too low on the ramp and just smacked into the side of it.
Yeah, I seen you, I was behind you.
Okay.
I'm so bad on the spinner.
Oh, I forgot to actually post the link. That wasn't very good, just official be lazy. Let's do that there. That's better.
Kino's practicing Zandvoort.
And where's the big chat through dish?
Do you know you could have overtaken that?
Alright, going into the thing now.
We're up to 3. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are now being taken into the playlist through Tom. He's just joining the 1v1 playlist to go up against Lleyzi. So this is your boy official versus Lleyzi. Gauntlet is the first.
I'm going to go into game chat.
Yep,
So
good luck, Tom.
I'll come back after the playlist, though.
Yep, not a problem, my man. Good luck.
Right, let's do this. Cheers.
Apparently there's no spectator slot free. Fuck's sake. That's not good. I'll tell Lleyzi to start the stream again.
Yes?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh shit. I dropped my controller, Safety.
Yes.
2 seconds. I dropped my controller. Yeah. I can see you now.
Oh.
I will try and join back, but Rockstar just kicked me, so that has worked every time we've tried doing that before. I have told Lleyzi to start streaming, so as soon as he lets me know he is, I'll send you over there and I will watch along. Might be slightly delayed, but I will commentate along for you. But I don't think it will show up on my... I don't know how that's going to work, to be honest. Fucking thing. Just came out so successful.
This guy needs to tone it down a bit, man. He's too fast.
I just backed out the playlist to get you
Cool,
back in.
thank you. Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
I was gonna say I can't risk Lleyzi backing out in case it fucks up the thing. So
accepting this invite.
no.
Like, I don't know what the issue is. It must be just because the Rockstar service is being a bit dodgy. Hopefully it'll take us in this time. But, I'm just messaging Lleyzi as well to say I could maybe go in a party with him, and then he streams it, but it'd be a bit delayed, the commentary, because I'd be watching on YouTube.
Mm.
And he'd have to turn my chat down in his headset. So
I was gonna say
focus.
if you can't get in, well, no, don't worry, it wouldn't work because we were in an invite-only session. So one way it could work is if we weren't in an invite-only session, is if you couldn't spectate, you actually join the race, spectate the race as it happens, and then just before
you could invite me, each race let me know as it launches, but or message me just as it's about to. I'll ask Lleyzi to do that, just message me as you launch it, and I can join back. Right, friends. Scrolly. And again, very sorry about this. We're just having slight delays with Rockstar.
So just let me know when you're spectating.
Yeah, I'm on you now.
Yep. Right. No. See if I can join through. No, Lleyzi's in an invite only, and I can't risk him backing out and getting kicked. I'll message him now.
I actually don't get what this guy puts in his fucking leaderboards.
Fucks it out.
Alright, there it is.
Right, here we go. Trying again. I'm just messaging Lleyzi to invite me in between each races.
Have a look at your delta and look at where you're going wrong. That's where you can improve.
It's not that bad.
Also, it's worked, doesn't it?
It does look like it is working this time. Unless it kicks me and sends there's no spectator slots.
So it's just downloading.
Yeah, it just did that. I can't get in. Right, invite me and launch and I'll join once launched.
And so this first race I'm not going to be able to... Because again, we can't risk Lleyzi backing out and then not being able to launch it again. So, I mean...
I'll step out as first crosses.
Okay, let me try something. There might be a way I can get you into the first race.
If he's not quite launched it yet, I've told him to invite me and then...
everybody's got an invite. Only Fox join that, please.
Yeah. And then just...
as far as I'm concerned, I think Lleyzi...
Yeah, as soon as it starts, I'll join. I don't want to sit on the line, though. Yeah. No, it's worth trying. Right, so we do have that invite from Tom to try. Let's go loading into my apartment.
So if you join the invite now, you'll load straight into the lobby.
Yeah, that's why I'm just waiting. So I don't want to be in the lobby with you, because then I'm just on the start line, and I don't want to get in the way. I just accepted a voice invite by mistake. Fuck's sake, I thought that was Lleyzi. Fucking. Oh, and I do still just need to change that message at the bottom of the stream at some point. I keep forgetting, being new to this. This is hopefully on here will be official versus Lleyzi. If
Yes,
not,
P-Race.
I will be getting Lleyzi to stream it so it can at least be watched. And if not, potentially join a party with Lleyzi to commentate it. Oh, Star Services are really playing up. No, I'm just stuck in the clouds.
Wait, James, why'd you leave?
I'm gonna go for some teeth.
Okay.
Enjoy shoot, James.
That's in the party though.
Yeah. Is it going to take you down to the floor anytime soon? Oh god. This is taking a minute. I hate Rollstar at the moment.
Is that Jack the Marino one?
It is. Is that Raza Aldi?
Hello, Jack.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello. Good. You?
Not too bad, just Rockstar bullshit. Fucking
So just the usual then.
getting. The guys are pretty sure they're sat in the lobby. But I'm now stuck in the clouds and Tom's, they might be in the first race. But I am live with 8 people. I would like to say hello, Jack. Hello, mate. How are you going?
Hello!
Obviously, we are very sorry for this. I don't quite know how I can fix it, because I think if I... Nope. This is fucking stupid. I'm stuck in the clouds. I've finally landed on the ground. Fuck me. Jesus fucking Christ, game. But yeah, I'm on the floor now again, so if you are still in the playlist, send me the invite and launch, and I'll join it in like 20 seconds.
Jeez, that wall is fucking horrible.
Where's Luke anyway? And can you go for a lap?
Oh,
No.
hello, Jack.
Have you launched
Hello, hello!
yet, Tom?
Wait, what?
Have you launched? Are you launching the job yet or not?
No, not yet. He's
No.
Lleyzi's saying that he's in your stream and he can't understand anything, but you know, he's in the stream, so he can see what's going on.
If you launch and then I'll join this playlist, Lleyzi, but I'll keep joining each job.
You sure?
Yeah, because I can't. I'm not going to be able to get it.
Because again, I'm going it once the PL starts. I'll be in game chat for a majority of it. So.
But if you guys like launch every 30 seconds after the invite, I can sort of keep a track of that.
Well, I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna give him the all clear.
Yeah. I just need an invite.
I was gonna say I sent you one. Hopefully it's still valid.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Yep.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh.
Oh, this is done. Lleyzi, any chance you're in a party and want to start streaming? And I could just join you. And I'll watch it on YouTube. And be a bit delayed with the commentary maybe. But it'll give us something. It's not like gonna work for me. Try this. Again, very sorry about this, guys. We've all
Right,
surely
I'm
been
just gonna go. I was gonna say you're joining the actual lobby now.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you'd have launched one after I hadn't heard you speak for a second.
I was gonna say I was about to say like I'm gonna give him the all clear.
Yeah, I thought that's what you'd already done, sorry. I'm gone.
I've given him the all clear.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it. I'm
Cool. I'm going into game chat
I'll
now.
give it a minute and then I'll join, so I might miss the start, but I'll be there. I just don't want to end up sitting on the line and then not actually having any of the action, because I'm also not quite fast enough to keep up and give you a good view of the action, really. Likelihood is I'd mess up a cut, and that'd be it. Let me open up my YouTube again. Here we go. Hopefully this will take us into the race spectating. Yeah, there we go. Game options are apparently said they're only just selecting the cars. Thank you, Lleyzi, for doing that. That's wonderful. I did not want that off, that's weird.
Oh my fucking god.
Tom, and we're going to spectate Lleyzi as well. Lleyzi's just behind Tom at the moment. They're going through the first tube, coming around to what I know it is an easy tube exit, but it's one I mess up far too often. And Lleyzi, nice. He's done there. A nice little 360 little barrel roll thing. Twist in the ear. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. But yeah, Lleyzi's just passed round the left into the tube. Tom heading right through the tube now, ahead of Lleyzi. Just out behind Lleyzi's car. Tom is just ahead. Stuck with Lleyzi through to about halfway point next lap, so then we can move to Tom Official to see if there's any errors from him that Lleyzi can then capitalise on. But Lleyzi's had a lovely exit, adds in that little 360, grabs hold of control of the car and has caught up a significant amount of time on Tom with a very tidy second tube exit. Exceptionally well controlled. Where's my audio? Bollocks, fuck's sake, man. Sorry guys, I don't know if my microphone audio is being broadcast. Fuck's sake. Hello. Very sorry about that. We are back. Thank you. Very stupid of me. Again, new to this YouTubing thing. But we are now all sorted and good to go. Tom and Official, I think they've basically done like a lap reset for us. Tom and Official.
You just said Tom and
yes,
Official!
I know! Official and Lleyzi, thank you, Jack. Pointing it out for me. For fuck's sake, I'm fumbling over all my mistakes now. But yeah, here we go. This is
Tom and Official, here we go.
So the 203 from both are both very patient with me. This has all been done so we can spectate this. Thank you very much to Lleyzi and Tom for the patience, and also the patience they've shown with Rockstar, that they are now back into the proper racing. Entering first tube. There we go, very tired of getting that lovely boost line. Both drivers taking slightly different lines, but getting the maximum boost they can.
Say, Jack, earlier on
Tom,
you missed what Tyrese said
very
about
low.
who's going to get Esco and who's going to get he was like, please get Esco.
You got me on your team. Got me, Z and Luke.
I don't know if he's in the car yet.
Driving over the curb, taking slightly banked right into the bank left, hitting the boost curb, boost, round the loop. Sticking to that middle line, not too high. This is when we get just getting a little bit nervous. Lleyzi's just messed it up slightly, trying to catch the car. He's having to go with a bit of a reset there, and Lleyzi, if in any way that is down to the delays and stuff, I'm very sorry. Again, massive shout out to both drivers for taking the time to do this for us.
Oh my god, my driving is so bad I wouldn't even class myself as good. I've just smacked into a stop sign.
Compliment.
Trick was offered both Lleyzi and
don't blow out.
Official. Good luck. As Lleyzi comes to this. Let's choose it. Lovely. Official will have just crossed the line. I'm going to flip over to Official just now. If there's an error from Official, then Lleyzi will be able to capitalise upon that.
Wait, so Jack, planes aren't in the playlist anymore then?
No.
Just going
oh,
under.
don't worry about the asking Official
Through
about the commissioner. I've already asked him.
The maze.
You've done it.
Yeah, so he joined the party, so I thought I may as well just ask him.
So yeah. But he changed
yeah, I left to get a purple colour that Ventura got in his car. So it's a bit different.
I'm just coming up to Kenton Grey into the tube. Doesn't break on entry as I have a propensity to do. If we just come into this, I find this tube exit massively trickier than it is, and Tom with a nice little 360
I'm doing Texas
flips in, getting it much tighter on the second two laps. He was very low on the little weird buck on the boost there for Tom. Controlled very well. Quick jerk of the steering wheel to get the control of the car back.
It's just super fast, super
Super around.
And maybe a screw race.
There's that little boost line. Going up to the quart part of the tube, touching two wheels and then coming back down to the bumpy boosts.
I was about to call it Stunt City for some reason. I'm third.
There's that tube exit.
Who's messed
Again,
up?
it's very tricky to get perfect, and that is lovely from Tom. So we'll skip back to Lleyzi, because hopefully we'll catch him coming through this tube and stuff and see the exit as well, while Tom is a bit further ahead. Lleyzi has made another slight error there. Slipped off the tube, bit of a spin out. And again, just a nice dab of handbrake to give that extra flair.
Oh,
nice car control there by Lleyzi. Getting the back right, just a touchdown again, just pulling the rest of the car down. And here we go then, flip. So nice to see. Very aesthetic on the eye. Just that little bit of flair that we like.
That's twice in a row I've actually done that last building jump on the city there.
Okay. Nice tidy exit there for Lleyzi. We had a 252.346.
Take me, I want to show you my purple colour.
Tom. And he's being very gracious, showing the sportsmanship again. Very nicely done by both drivers. Fisher with 252.346 and 303.261. Just a couple of errors there from Lleyzi. I'm going to quit back out, Lleyzi. If you can invite me back now, and then you can launch when you're ready, and I'll join back in about 30 to 40 seconds. Just take a little bit of time choosing your car.
Oh, I've given up. I've just smacked into the maze bank about 5 times now. Oh.
Like, things are maybe going to take a little bit longer with the servers running the way they are, but hopefully it won't take too long. There we go, we're back on the ground. Hasn't taken too long, and with Lleyzi watching the stream, is Lleyzi can keep his eye on that a little bit. Haven't got an invite yet from Lleyzi. I should be able to join that one back anyway, because I know they've only got a minute in between jobs. So worst case scenario, I'll quickly pop back out off the gameplay, grab the invite.
How is Tiger in first? He started at the back and fell off.
There we go, we've got an invite from Tom. I'll give that another 20 seconds just to go through. Thank you very much, Tom.
Oh, for no.
Like I say, I'll give that the 20-30 seconds that they've got left, and then I'll quickly accept that and we'll go. And then I'll just wait for it to tick over to wait on my PlayStation. There we go, I'll join that now, it should be good.
I'm literally a pile of trash driving.
Hopefully you've launched Lleyzi.
I lost pay race. No, don't fall off.
Come on, be spectating.
How does he get that better than me?
Yes, perfect. Perfect. Just very need to quickly. Would somebody suggest Luke if he isn't already? Yeah. But yeah, here we go, going around the corners here. On that little left end. Tom's just behind Lleyzi at the moment. Tom just pulling ahead just as they enter the tubes. We'll give it a flick to Lleyzi, get both drivers into view. Tom going with the line that Cyrod taught me, and Lleyzi got a slightly different approach to this tube. Maybe he's just adjusted it because the way the spinner was in the tube takes a lot of speed out of that tube, and now just takes battling for first through this tube. Tom with slightly more boost through it, and Lleyzi going for the wall ride, successfully completing it. Fantastic stuff, taking a nice lead there over Tom with that wall ride. Cyrod and Lleyzi, I've seen them practicing a little bit together. I'm not saying that I know they're close together. I've seen them in playlists together practicing, and Cyrod's appeared in the testing videos for Lleyzi's Emirates. A big snake allowing Tom to close the distance back in. Swap to Tom, both drivers in view again. Lovely triple flip from both drivers in unison. It's almost like they're synchronised swimming when they're driving this closely together. I think that was a brake boost from Lleyzi on the landing, and double brake boost from Tom. Lleyzi just extends the lead ever so. Oh, Tom's closed it there. But it's a very, very tense, tight affair with a 156.415 from Lleyzi to a 157.417. So almost a full second between two. That would have been that classic wall ride from Lleyzi that just pulled back and extended a slight lead over Tom. Swap back to Lleyzi here. Tom moving into first, allowing us again to view a post. Both taking the line that Cyrod very, very nicely showed. Lleyzi just overshoot.
My car, I just sent it to you, see which one it was.
Unlucky Lleyzi. Very, very unlucky again. These are mistakes. Going for the wall ride, trying to make the gains back straight away. Successfully does. Nice catch. Very little wobble on the landing, maximising the gains back from the wall ride. Tom, it appears, has made a mistake himself.
No, I realised that. Hang on, my DE looks like your roadblock.
His Lleyzi has entered first. Tom must have made a mistake on the ramp skip.
I think it was slightly.
Again, like, these are very, very fine margins. The things these drivers are pulling off are very easy to make mistakes with. It's one little
I've got purple on mine.
half a centimetre here, half a centimetre there.
Where are you, Tyrese?
There we go, that little ramp skip. Stick with Lleyzi just through this first tube and to the wall ride, and then we'll stick a little bit more with Tom maybe for next race.
Vertex!
But we have the 156, 415 from Lleyzi to the 157.417 from Thomas, two fastest laps so far. Slight errors from both drivers, costing them the time. There we go through the tubes. And nice landing. That mountain quite often catches me out. Would somebody send Luke that invite and I'll get him in as soon as this race is done when I'm in the sky. It's loading in so I don't lose the action. Lleyzi. Just 3 out of 3 wall rides from Lleyzi it is. It is a marvellous display. And this, without,
It makes you feel better.
It is. That is 1-all. It's going to be. And again, the respect being shown by the drivers. This time from Lleyzi, repaying the favour from Tom in the last race gauntlet. This was Canyon Crossing, and it will be going to 1-all to Lleyzi. Well, 1-all to each driver, sorry. Tom is just coming through the tunnel now. Yeah, I've missed the ramp skip again. Hey, how you going, Albo?
Have I got that?
156, and again, I'm going to leave now, and I should
No.
be able to accept that
Land.
invite in the minute that the time goes. And hey, Syra, my man. How you
What?
going, guys? Thank you very much for coming by.
Are you talking about mine? Oh yeah, you sent me yours.
And I'm just in the sky. I'm just quickly going to invite someone to the party. The screen's going to go blank while I'm in the clouds. Oh, I can't invite Jackie's in the party. Nobody's listened and invited Luke. Thanks for the help. Right, Luke's got an invite, that's done, and I will be accepting the invite again in a moment or two. There's the invite from official. I'll let it go 30 seconds because they'll thingy, you can all hear me talking, so yeah, I'm literally just waiting on the invite. Well, the invite's through. I am just now waiting for it to launch for 30 seconds or so, and then I can join it. I don't want to be on the start line or in their actual lobby. I need to be spectating. So let's give that a go now. I'll click it now because then it can load up and I can click on the in-game bit. That's the way I'll do that from now on as well, so you can see that I'm actually waiting. And there we go. That should be long enough. 2 minutes left the job. So this is the third race. I'm not 100% sure what it is. The playlist order is randomised. There we go. Going in to spectate wonderfully. That's what we like to see. And again, we are very sorry with some of these Rockstar difficulties that we have when the servers are playing up. It makes it really a little bit more tricky to be able to do these things. But again, huge, massive thank you to both of the drivers in Lleyzi and Official. And this is East Coast. You're right, Luke, mate. That's just a friend joining the party.
Oh shit, you're streaming, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I can say hello to you. I just let them know I was invited. Yeah, Lleyzi at the moment is just behind Tom, so we're with the action. Yeah, he's in game chat or something, and Lleyzi just made a mistake there on the wall ride. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It was a little bit. I may have blinked and missed the action, or blinked. I'm not quite sure. Here we go. Lleyzi going through the tube. What I'll do now is I'll stick with Lleyzi for a little bit of time, and then I'll be skipping over to Tom. You can hear that horn from Lleyzi. Hello, Lleyzi. In chat again, say hello to both drivers. They might not be looking at chat during this, but they are there. Hey guys, yeah, thank you. And hello Foxtrack as well. I'm very well, guys, and Lleyzi pulling off a fantastic wall ride there, going into the second back-to-back. And again, successfully completing. Oh, I missed the checkpoint though. you do have to go right up to the wood really to get the right line, and we will just take a little bit of the pressure off Lleyzi after this tube and this final wall ride coming up. Maybe let Tom have a bit of the pressure and make a mistake. But Lleyzi saying hello to all of us with that horn. This lovely, slightly off-green colour of the car. Slightly lemony tone. Perfect. That's wonderful. It is it is 1-1 going into the third race, Luke. Tom just going over the big jump, just playing it with the nice leaders, just trying to solidify it. No need to take the big risk. This is what the 1v1s are all about, just getting a slight lead and just trying to make your opponent make them mistakes. Tom just keeping them revs really high, pulling a lovely loop skip, keeping the wheel spin down to a minimum through the corner. Nice wide approach through the corners, maximising the speed you can carry.
Ty.
And then here we go.
When you get to the finish line, can you slow down as much as you can to
entering
text
the
catches up
tube.
with you? No, but if you end up not, because I'm on for a good one, and I want to try and finish.
Tom passing through the tube. Go back to Lleyzi, the end of this lap, just to spread that watch time. Lleyzi is just passing through the tube, so he will be coming up to the wall ride. I am sorry to skip off you there, Tom, but little exciting place, and it is. The wall ride successfully completed. It's stuff like this that will potentially allow Lleyzi the chance to rein official back in. Lleyzi with a new PB of a 2:0588. We know Rockstar servers are playing up at the moment. That may not be true.
Yeah, Ty, keys. No, you're not.
Here we go. That wisely avoiding one of the trickiest little wall rides and flick ups in the game. Lleyzi going for the wall ride, getting the checkpoint this time, no mistake, but just caught up on the curb, just bricked on the curb. Unlucky Lleyzi. That did look like it was going to be a successful wall ride. No.
No, I was on for a big lap.
Now, Lleyzi again, just putting on a hell of a show, trying all the risky stuff, putting on a wonderful show for the YouTube, for all you wonderful people in chat. Lleyzi. Picture perfect wall ride, a tiny little slide on exit, but really nothing. Nice, and again, perfect stuff from Lleyzi. Just showing off that flair that we've come to know from some of these races here. Keeping the engine revs so high through the tube. Snaky path, just trying to keep the wheels down and then into the wall ride. Quite a solid hit. But again, Lleyzi's just taking all the big risks here. This is what Cyrod was doing as well. Cyrod was taking huge risks. These guys are really trying to hot lap each lap, and that is something to pay attention to. A 2 minute 0.067 from Tom to a 2 minute 0.588 from Lleyzi as I step out, so I can join again in about a minute and a half. So yeah, about 47:15 is when I should be able to accept that invite, I'd imagine. There we go, and Tom has sent me the invite, which means they are in that lobby. Right, quickly grab that invite, get it up on screen, so you know what it is that I'm doing. You can see it once it's gone through. Right, yes, I would like to join a different session. Get me on to spectate thing, hopefully. There we go, lovely, perfectly timed. So far
Oh,
it has just gone 3-2 to official, going into what looks like spinner. Yeah, we're on to spinner. Lleyzi slightly behind here, going through the second part of that tube and down the slide. Chopping to Tom here so we can get the view of both cars. Tom's a slight better line on that tube, but again Lleyzi just brings it back slightly, not losing too much time, less than a car's length between the two. Lleyzi slightly later on the brakes both times, and a little bit quicker on the accelerator. Lleyzi closed up so they're right inside each other. Tom getting that slight better acceleration off the curbs. May have caught a slight brake boost. I'm not sure of all the positioning of the brake boost just yet. There we go. Both swinging. As they're upside down, it looks like they're swinging left to right, but they're going right to left on the control. Very well done, just sticking to the boost lines. As they're neck and neck as they exit the third, literally inside each other's cars perfectly. I would accept that invite as I accept the notification for the next race, Roger mate. I could make the party public after this race, so you can just invite people as well for a bit. But yeah, here we go. The first jump, both handled perfectly. Again, still neck and neck. Swap to Tom just so we get that angle of both cars. They are inside each other. Lleyzi with a slightly more aggressive line. Getting slightly higher on the banked curve. Tom with a nice brake boost. You can see the red Patriot smoke coming out the back. Through the tube, passing through. Yeah, not a problem, dude. I'll send you a message afterwards, man. No worries, man. Here we go. Across the line, he had a first lap of a 2:32.980 from Tom to a 2:33.283. My best lap is a 2:34.5. So both these drivers on the first lap are a good second quicker than me. Without any mistakes, we do expect to see them to go further ahead. Further ahead of my time, sorry. They are going further ahead through the track. Here we go. Hitting across the curbs, again Lleyzi. Very nice, late on the brake. Cutting back that time a little bit more, following over the acceleration line, not costing that little bit of lost time he had before, so he has shortened the gap. But Tom had pulled away through that second set of tubes there on the second lap. Through the loops. Left to right, there we go. Right to left, sorry. It looks a bit different upside down, and again swinging right to left, back into the middle. He wanted to pull in just as the curvature. I'm getting the timing more and more right. I can feel the boost control, but you can see they start pulling just as they hit the curve down back onto the flat. Just to extend the amount of boost they're getting off that bumpy part, not getting such a sharp brake on the slope, slow the car down. Both drivers Lleyzi, very aggressive on the slope there, hitting it perfectly, flicking the car around in a significantly shortened time there. Boost seems to hit Tom's car slightly harder, but there we go, it has equalled out slightly there. Both pulling high up the bank curve, entering this tube. We're going to see the classic triple loop, I believe, here from both drivers. That is the case. Little half-quarter loop, whatever you call that, is fourth loop from Lleyzi. I don't believe Tom did it. Different lines from both drivers there. 229.518 from Tom to a 229.917 from Lleyzi. Fantastic stuff from both drivers. This track can be a little bit inconsistent with boost lines it gives you, but these drivers consistently hit them. Sorry, I accidentally with the triggers just hit the control. I would like to keep it with Lleyzi here for the action. Chapman has just disappeared at the moment again, but here we go. The tube exit. Tom slightly extending the lead as we go through these little S-bends, going tightly through it, keeping the traction high on the wheels of the car. And yet, Aldo is right, this is Dream Machine, not Spinner. Fuck me. Going through the second loop. Lleyzi has shortened the gap to Tom.
Right, I'm back.
There we go, through the third loop. You can see the spark.
On the playlist.
Is there? Okay.
But thank you very much for pointing that out in chat as we're going over the jump. Look up so we can see Tom as well. Trying to get a little bit better with this camera control and stuff. There we go. Both cars nicely in view throughout all of that. Both hitting it very well. So both drivers again making it nicely. It looked a lot tighter than it was with the angle of camera I've had there. And maybe if I learn a little bit more about them other direct cams as well, and use them. Triple loop through the tube. It does look like Tom is going to take this. That was incredibly tight. I think the best lap times there did stay the same. Oh, Lleyzi did just bring it down slightly to a 0.752 to Tom's 0.518. Very tight from both drivers. Fantastic stuff on Green Machine. That does take it 3-1 to Tom. But I know from both of the guys have got the most respect for each other. They're very, a lot of admiration of each other's driving styles. They've both got slightly different approaches to the way they hit the lines of boost through the tubes. But they can both very much respect their lap times. There's that invite. I'll give it the... I'll go on to accept it and then sit on the thingy bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'll be good to go again in about 30 seconds. I'll click OK and I'll join them, sort of thing. We'll get to 10 seconds past. Click back, so I assume they are blasting through it a little bit with the fact they have been just off the starting line each time. But we're on to the, what is the 5th race, I believe, out of 7. Tom could tie it all up here. There we go, they are rushing through it, so I know that I can push that a little bit tighter next time, maybe take off another 5 to 10 seconds. And yeah, Albo, I think it was. Thank you very much, Albo. Thank you very much for pointing that out to me. Not the best, that wasn't really, was it? Calling out the wrong track. Okay, Lleyzi just ahead of Tom. Now I know Tom won't really mind me saying that this wasn't his favourite choice of track in the selection, but again, he's very, very strong around here. As all the drivers are around most of the tracks, they've just got their favourites. Oh, with a slight brick at the bottom of that hill, just slight. He didn't lose a lot of speed. He was maybe a little sharper on the brakes than Lleyzi at the top. A little bit late to total, or very close to the edge, just feathering the throttle nicely to get around the corner. Tom was using his black series of cars. Nice, from both drivers. Tom cut that a little bit finer. Getting the brake boosts. Getting the brake boosts. Both drivers must have been. Look at this from both. Lleyzi's flipped far to the left. Able to pull straight. Doesn't have to go left really much at all. Very nice line by both. Lleyzi maybe slightly extended just with the less correction on the steering wheel that's needed to then level out and straighten up again to get into this tube along that straight. There's that little nut skip. It's not the most dangerous cut, but it's very easy to mess up. You can either clip the wall and flick into the tyre, or just go too far to the left and just crash smack into the tyre and go flipping away. Both drivers taking the same line. Flick to official here. Seeing that. See both drivers again. This is what we like to see up the hill. Lleyzi just taking it slightly lower than Tom. Wanting a better acceleration through the corner. Closing the gap slightly. Here. And I'm sorry if my voice does seem a little bit lower and stuff today. I have got a slight sore throat. I'm not trying to make any excuses or anything. I am just finding it a little bit more difficult to fully keep my mouth moving, you know what I mean, talking. And again, both drivers pulling to the left. They're both going to fly over the tyre here. Tom flew so far, and then he just got caught up on the barrier. Tom flew over it. That line from Tom, I don't know how often we've seen that perform. We'll maybe try and catch that on the next lap. Stick with Lleyzi just to see if you can shorten the gap a little bit. Oh, this is the final lap, actually, I believe, yeah. Lleyzi just caught the tyre. Okay, we'll flick over to Tom, and sorry that we did catch that there, Lleyzi. But Tom had also made a mistake. He must have attempted the wall ride with Lleyzi not far behind there after the swap. Just to come and jiggling around under the car. Heavy on the brakes up the hill. The license plate says official as he goes for the coast to coast, collecting checkpoints, staying nice and high. Fantastic by official. It's just the little ramp skip. Very nicely controlled. And it's Lleyzi had gone for the coast to coast. We know Tom's there, showing the respect. Again, letting Lleyzi attempt the crazy. But wow, we just saw a coast to coast, ladies and gentlemen. Almost, well, I would myself call that absolutely perfectly executed, but could have maybe entered the tube just slightly more in line with the tube if I'm getting my most critical eye out. But again, that is not a move I can do myself. That takes it to Tom 4-1, meaning Tom has taken the 1v1. I fully expect that both drivers are probably going to carry on. We had a 133.490 to a 134.599 from Lleyzi as I back out there. Let them get the invite out to me. Once they're in the lobby, I know they're joining quickly. There's the invite. Thank you very much again, Tom. Grab that notification. There we go. You'll be able to see it as I pop into the lobby. It pops up. I'll be going into the game. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much, Lleyzi. You're doing that perfectly. I know I can basically just come in almost straight away once I get the invite and it loads into my game. Again, the guys have made this as easy as possible for us to be able to do. They've delayed the start of it. They stepped back out and invited me back in, and now they're inviting me between each race so that we can get this out to you. Again, I'm slightly sorry it's not in quite the same format as we're used to. So I'm Tom at the moment with a slight lead going up the hill to Raton, sharp braking at the top, Lleyzi almost keeping the wheels stuck to the floor coming over the crest of the hill. Tom getting a very clean double clutch or mid-drive boost, depending on your definition for it there, the word usage you use. Different people call it different things, both clicking hard to the right into the tube there. Lleyzi taking a slightly higher line now. This for me is one of the hardest, most high-speed exits. Both pulling it off to absolute perfection. Straight as an arrow, Tom flying ever so slightly further, meaning he maybe carried slightly more speed through the exit. But picture perfect from both. And again, when it's like this, so close, it is a little bit like synchronized swimming, and they're just matching each other move for move. Slightly different boost line through the tube. Tom getting slightly more out of the car there than Lleyzi. Lleyzi pulls it back around the corner. Slightly tighter control through the corner there, allowing him to shorten the distance back to Tom. Both aggressively chasing the curbs. Like that's more in line with the aggressive curve style I was talking about from Jack, just weaving constantly back and forth. Whereas some drivers, and again this isn't belittling them, it's just different styles, different people, they're just as quick on their day. Luke is slightly smoother over the curves, doesn't chase them quite as aggressively. Same with Fox Trap as well, very smooth. and is learning to carry that speed better and better. We have Foxtrot's 1v1 tomorrow night at 8:30 as well. Here we go again. Can't quite see Tom ahead, but they're still close enough and thick enough in the action that we are just going to stick with Lleyzi here. Lleyzi's engine head's creeping and creeping, slowly sliding across the ramp there, just shortening the amount of air time. Slight ramp cut, or more of a slight jump cut. Listen to them revs. Engine roaring, twisting through the tube, flying. Oh, and Lleyzi just shot out a little bit to the left, and it looks like Tom had made it onto the track. At the end of this lap, we will flip to Tom. Oh, Tom, very graciously waiting, but Lleyzi unfortunately missed again. Tom was refusing to let it really go to a mistake on this tube exit. It's exceptionally difficult tube, and I can't see Tom pulling around the corner, so it does look like, again, he's obviously going to keep the lead that he did have, but he doesn't want it to come down to that. He does not want it to come down to that. And very fairly, you can see Tom now starting to accelerate around the corner, keeping and maybe slightly extending the lead he had, but he's every right to do that. He'd have been at this point with 2 loadings, maybe 30 seconds ahead. But that tube exit with the speed you have to take it at is, for me, impossible. I have to take the safer route, pulling up to the left and then hard to the right after letting off the accelerator from the bottom of the hill. It doesn't carry the same speed. Again, those drivers controlling the cars and the wheels been so well. Here we go. Lovely stuff. Through the loop, carrying so much speed. The engine was just up, but straight back to full power. Listen to them revs as if they were reborn. Tom shortened the lead, so we can stick here with Lleyzi while we see Tom in the distance there. Just going up over the jump now. This is perfect for YouTube. Again, Tom did just show that he didn't want it to be down to a bad, horrible tube exit to decide the fate of this match. Tom was very good mid-drive boost off the top of the hill. It almost looks like he may have got 2 double clutches. Is that even possible? Do we know? Here we come. This is my nightmare, but Lleyzi again going for it, just straight back on the horse, and look at that for perfection. Tom had messed it up this time. But Lleyzi, not, he's slowing down, he's not pushing as hard as he was. Let's get back to Tom. Tom's missed. Trying to catch up with Lleyzi, just pushing slightly too hard. Lleyzi maybe not wanting to go. Tom finishes. Lleyzi quite far ahead, will just be hitting the loop just about. down the final hill. Going to come around the final couple of corners. Around a little lefty bit. And Lleyzi does take the win there. I'm not 100% sure how that will sit with officials, having shown such sportsmanship on the second lap, but Lleyzi just won't be wanting to let Tom get too much of a lead, so it is understandable. A 2:13.703 from Lleyzi to a 2:14.347 from Tom. I believe we have one more race left, but that may be it. That could be 5-2. See if we get an invite. It could be 4-2. In fact, it is 4-2, yeah. So we do have the one race left. I lost my notes for a second there. And again, like, it is a little bit more difficult. There's the invite from Tom. We're going to accept that now. So as soon as I touch down on the ground, it will start to load in and we can start to accept it. Limiting the amount of time we have to keep these boys waiting. They've done everything they can to make this possible for us. We'll give it 10-15 seconds at the most. They get to 20. Hit accept. I should have launched it because that is the way they've been doing it. It's cracking on in, knuckling down. Tom had taken it by the end of the 5th race, 4-1. It is now 4-2. There we go, spectating into the final job. Whew. Again, like, my hands have been sweating throughout. I've barely touched my control, barely smoked my cigarette. I've managed to be drinking a bit of my Coke because I have got one of the driest mouths in the world at the moment. But we are on to City Air. This is the 7th job. Tom with a slight lead. And we'll see whether we see any of the sportsmanship that we've seen from earlier on played. There we go. Tight left after the 2, both carrying fantastic speed. Tom hitting the brake loose and Lleyzi's gone off the track there, just trying to trace the car a little bit too hard. Boost caught him and just flung him off the blue. Now Tommy's way off in the distance, having gone round. Okay, it looked like he did go for the wall ride and maybe... It looks like he waited. Gone with the wall ride, lovely, just slight brick on the curve as he landed, so that's allowed him to shorten the gap, and Tom did wait. He was just waiting inside the checkpoint, so I couldn't see his blue blip until Lleyzi had come up a bit closer on the map. Here we go. This is where I need to find this line perfect. That's what I want to do. Nice and high there. Wing back across, just above the middle line. Hit the middle line there. Just tap on that. Catch the car. This is nice stuff from both drivers. Fantastic roost skip. Nice and tight on the corner. Tom slightly extended the lead at 2:27.676. Lleyzi just clips the fence after the start line. 2:29.085. As we come round into the first tube. get that off screen a bit for you, just so there's a little bit less clutter on screen. Sorry for leaving it up a bit too long. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Please head over to both channels of your boy official, and then it's Lleyzi, the number 4 and the letter U. Please check them both out, give them a like and subscribe, turn notifications on. You'll find some wonderful lines and videos from them both. Lleyzi's recently streaming over the past couple of days. And again, we have Fox Track tomorrow night at 8:30. And then on Thursday at 9 PM we have Luke versus Kino. And then me and Esco slightly be rearranged at my mistake because I double booked. That was my fault. It was very late in the morning when I was booking with Esco, and I already booked in with Jack and Luke. And with me being a bit more flexible, I can just offer the chance to Esco to choose a time that's very suitable to himself. Trying to get just the tiniest bit of the brake stopper. It does have the propensity to fling you out to the right if you don't get enough of it. And Tom continues to show the sportsmanship again. He could have a very, very strong lead. He's flicked a little bit too far to the left, been a bit too aggressive there. Lleyzi refusing to give in, of course. Lleyzi, we love you, we really do love you, my man. So much love out there for you. We know you've got exams going on in real life. Lovely ramp skip. Tom again, just showing that wonderful sportsmanship that there is within the community, allowing this to become a tight race for the final lap. We'll skip to Tom, get both drivers wonderfully in view. Massive admiration for Tom for the levels of sportsmanship he's showing, refusing to let the big risk errors get in the way of what has been a fantastic battle between the two. Tom has played a slightly stronger game here, but Lleyzi has not, like I keep saying, these drivers with these little errors, like it's millimetres and half centimetres we're talking about. Tom takes a slight lead, we can still just see Lleyzi's car just behind me. It'll be a very quick switch between the two. Lleyzi coming that very risky ramp cut. Nicely done. Just catching the car. Fantastic stuff. It's like a bucking bronco when the car gets slightly out of control. We've seen both Luke and Lleyzi tame that beast. Lleyzi successfully does the wall ride. Tom did just make a mistake. The score, Luke, is 4-2 to Tom. And Lleyzi here, again, repaying kindness and sportsmanship. Tom with an appreciative honk. Swap back to Tom. Tom taking a thinner line through the brake, and it allows Tom to shorten the distance. You can see the cars inside each other. Tom has slightly pulled ahead. Lleyzi pulling it back, clawing it back. Cars neck and neck. Lleyzi just falling behind through the tube. Lleyzi get both of them cars in view. Here we go. And Lleyzi again, both clipping the roof. Tom controls it wonderfully after clipping the roof. I would have blown up. Lleyzi just clipping the roof at the wrong angle, and it did just flip the car off onto the other piece of track. But just such fine margins. Lleyzi has not put on a bad show and just showing Tom he can finish. Doesn't mind, he's just like, yep, I'm going to finish anyway, that doesn't matter, thank you very much for a 1v1. Quick thank you for the admiration between the two of them. And that does take it 5-2. Lleyzi, massive love again, massive love to Tom. Go show them some support on their channels. That's your boy official. And Lleyzi, the number 4 and the letter U. Tom does take this 1v1 5-2. The fastest lap from Tom of a 2:27.676, a 2:29.085 from Lleyzi. Both lap times significantly under my own, and again, if any of the things I have said come across as critical, that is not how I mean it to. It's like you have to have a slightly critical eye when you talk about these things and point out the mistakes slightly, as hard as it is for myself to do. I really don't like doing it to these guys. I know that they are exceptionally high class. Lleyzi, as I have pointed out, has a lot of stuff going on in real life at the moment. Exams and stuff, Rockstar Services has been playing up, and it has affected both attitudes going into it slightly, maybe allowing them to show that little bit of extra sportsmanship than they'd normally do, just because the competitive edge wasn't there as much, sort of thing. They'd been sat there for like nearly an hour setting it up. Both drivers put on an incredible display for us. They allowed them both to show that extra bit of sportsmanship that we have seen a lot of, but we have also seen a couple of drivers DNFing early on, and these two drivers weren't really willing to do that to each other, and it's fantastic stuff to see. Again, thank you all for tuning in. We've got Foxtrack versus Biz tomorrow at 8:30. We have Luke versus Kino at 9 PM on Thursday. And sorry, Foxtrack versus Biz tomorrow at 8:30. Luke versus... Oh dear, sorry. Luke versus Kino at 9 PM on Thursday. Then we have me and Kino facing off at a point to be arranged. I'll be able to announce that on stream either tomorrow or during Luke's stream. Thank you all very much, and I will see you all later on. Goodbye!